Hey Lash friends, struggling with lash retention? Unlock the secrets to longer lasting lashes with my new ebook. Are you a lash artist who wants to improve your lash retention and boost client satisfaction? Then say goodbye to premature lash shedding and hello to flawless, long-lasting extensions. My carefully crafted ebook, Mastering Lash Retention, is packed with proven techniques, tips, and insider knowledge to help you perfect your craft. What will you learn? The science behind lash retention and how to make extensions last longer, common retention mistakes and how to avoid them, product recommendations for optimal results, best practices for preparing your clients' lashes, how to create a retention-friendly environment, and much, much more. This guide is perfect for lash artists at every level who are serious about delivering consistent, high-quality results. You ask, why this ebook and what makes it different from other ebooks? First of all, it's easy to follow step-by-step instructions. I give you pro-level strategies used by the lash industry's top lash artists, and it's designed to help you increase client loyalty and grow your business. So I ask, are you ready to take your lash game to the next level? And I'm sure the answer is yes, because you're listening to this podcast. So go ahead and download Mastering Lash Retention today and start seeing the difference in your clients' results and watch your business grow. Your clients will thank you and your business will thrive. The download link is in the show notes below. Hey Lash friends, how are you? It has been so long since I've done a podcast. I want to say it's been about 6 months. I think the last one was back in May that I've done. And I had to take an hiatus. You know, we all have to kind of step back from things to kind of reassess, and some of us do it more often than others. It just depends on what life is throwing at us. And I, took a step back to, reassess my business, restructure some things, and just look at some things, gather information, and that's what I've been doing. So during these last few months, I've been gathering a ton of valuable information that I can offer you on these podcasts, because I run a business just like you're running a business, and I want to be able to offer you something that I know will help you sustain and thrive while you're running your lash business. So here we are. So I just want to say that, I've missed you guys. I hope you've missed me. And let's get started with this. So what I am going to be doing is pretty much, I don't even know what to call it. So it's going to be a series, I guess, because it's going to be broken down into a lot of parts. I want to say about 10 parts. So I couldn't get everything into one episode. We will be here forever listening to this. So I had to break it out and do it in about maybe 8, 9, or 10 parts or what have you. So that way, you're able to get as much valuable information from this that you can possibly, get. So this series is going to be called Pricing Strategies, okay? Strategies for knowing how to price like your services, even your retail products, things of that nature. Whatever it is that you have to offer within your lash business, pricing strategies. There we go. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of beginner lash artists who are not sure where to start with pricing, as well as some seasoned lash artists who struggle with finding that right price. I've been there. The economy would change for the worse, which would affect, your clients' pockets and could cause some to stop coming altogether because they just can't afford it anymore. So you would ask yourself, what do I do? What position am I left in? I can't lose my business. So you would feel like your only option is to make price modifications. And let's just say that, for example, that you would feel like your only option is price modifications, because I don't want someone to think that when the economy changes, and let's hope that it's not too soon because it just did, that your only go-to would be a price modification. Okay, so again, the disclaimer is this is just an example one. Now, let's say, like we said, that the economy would change and you would lower your service prices. Again, as an example, and let's say the economy would then become steady. Your clients would then get used to that new lower service price, and then you would ask yourself, what do you do from there, right? Because you can't sit at that new lower price forever. Because guess what? Your bills didn't lower. You're still paying that same amount for your bills, if not more. So here's what I used to do if I did do a lower price modification. Especially after it's happened to me a couple of times. I would send out an email to let them know of the temporary, okay, keyword is temporary, price drop, and give them a date range so they'll be prepared for when the service price will go back to the original price, okay? Because remember, we're not sitting at that lower price forever, okay? So what I want to do in this episode is discuss pricing strategies to help you determine your service prices. Now, I'm not here to tell you what your service prices will be. That's not what this episode is about, okay? I'm just here to give you some strategies to help you along the way. So while the intro plays, I would strongly suggest for you to get some paper and a pen, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of knowledge to help you get your service pricing all together. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Welcome to Lash Biz 101. My name is Erica Wilson, and I am your Lash bestie that talks everything lash business. Whether you're a seasoned lash artist or new to the lash industry, we all strive for one thing: to run a thriving and successful lash business. I help you think about things you may have overlooked or chose to put on the back burner. I'm that little voice in your head to help push your business in the right direction and to that next level. We could all use a little help and advice, and I'm hoping this is where you can find it. Remember, this is a safe space for everyone. I speak from my heart, and I try to motivate and encourage everyone who's listening. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, let's get started. Okay, we all know that as a lash artist, when setting up your business, pricing your services can be tricky. It can be challenging between staying competitive within the lash industry and making sure that your business remains profitable so that you're able to thrive and survive. I mean, as a business owner, that's what it's all about, okay? I'm going to give you a list of strategies to help you set prices that would attract clients while keeping your bottom line healthy. So let's start with number one. The first strategy I want you to write down is understanding your cost. This is important, as all strategies are. But first, before setting your prices, it is crucial, it is critical, it is imperative to have a clear understanding of your operating cost. If you are unclear of what operating costs are, it is basically what it takes to run your business, everything financially, okay? Now, let's do a breakdown of the cost. First, we're going to start with the supplies. So these supplies includes things such as lash extensions, lash adhesives, bonders, applicators, tweezers, everything down to the Q-tips and tissues, okay? So everything that you're utilizing when you're prepping for your lash client, when you're servicing your lash client, when you break down after your lash client, everything while servicing your clients, okay? Even, and let's just include the snacks, okay? Even the snacks that you purchase for your snack bar, add that in. So when I say everything, when you look at your lash area, every single thing, account for it all, okay? Now, overhead expenses. That's the second one, overhead expenses. This means your bills, what you owe to run your business. So this is like your rent,
any utilities if you have to pay for them, business insurance, cell phone bills, etc. So those kinds of bills right there. Now, this may be new to some of you, and maybe you seasoned lash artists are familiar, but the third is your time. Oh my gosh, people forget about the time they put into their business. You need to calculate your time spent per service on your menu, because remember, you're like your own employee. Let's just say if you work for someone, you're getting paid for your time. That applies for your business also. So go through your service menu and write down the time spent for each of those services. And lastly, for your operating costs, marketing. We all know how important marketing is for your lash business, even though it's a pain in the butt, but it's super important. That's probably how you found out about this podcast, is through marketing. Your marketing costs would include things like advertising, promotions, websites, any platform you pay a cost to, subscription services, and anyone you outsource for help with your business. You want to be sure to include all of that. So again, sit down, sit back, and think it through, okay? So there you go with that. Now, I want to add one more strategy, and I want you to label it miscellaneous. Now, these would not necessarily fall under any of the previous 4 categories, but we need to add this in, okay? This would be something that you're paying for on a monthly basis. So you can categorize it as monthly miscellaneous cost if you want, okay? So this would be things like business mentorships, trainings, workshops, any type of business program or lash training that you are paying for on a monthly basis. This is all part of your operating costs. I mean, you still need to educate yourself in order to stay abreast, stay informed, and plus to educate your clients. You know, you still want to also stay competitive, you know, with the market out here with other lash artists. You don't want to still just be doing classics and volumes while other lash artists are now working on Magna lashes and anime, or, you know, other lash trends. So you have, you know, you'll pay to take these workshops or trainings. So add that. So that is still part of your operating costs, okay?
Friends, I want to share with you my obsession with lash retention. And because I'm so obsessed with it, I decided to create a collection specifically geared towards lash retention. My line Boudoir Beauty is a collection that has all the key components needed to achieve long-lasting lashes for your clients. There are 5 pieces you can use individually, as a duo, trio, or use the entire collection all together. What sets my retention products apart from other brands is the formulations. I wanted to be sure that each product does what it says it's going to do to the maximum power. For instance, my Boudoir Beauty Elite Lash Shampoo, its deep cleansing formula creates a pristine base when prepping the lashes for the best bond possible. It was developed with helping to balance out the pH levels of the natural lash while wearing lash extensions. Therefore, this shampoo has several benefiting factors for both the bond and the client's natural lashes. The other great retention products in this collection is my Primetime Lash Primer, Ride or Die Lash Adhesive, Bonded for Life Super Bonder, and Sealed with the Kiss Lash Sealant. I even have a clear brown adhesive, Golden Goddess, which is great when applying brown lashes. Transform your lash retention results with any or all the products from my lash retention collection and achieve longer lasting lashes, boost your client satisfaction, and maximize retention for every set that will keep your clients coming back, which will lead to you growing your business. So grab your new fave retention products now and level up your lash game. Click the link in the show notes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it right here. And in part 1 of pricing strategies at this point, Like I said, I just don't want to give too much information at one time, because this is a lot of work. If you're committed to wanting your lash business to succeed, I truly suggest to re-listen to this podcast, take the notes, and start working on this between now and the next episode. I truly believe that that the information that I am providing to you will, cause that light bulb to click and things to start to shift in your business if you properly implement it, the correct way. So, I just want to go ahead and put a plug in part 1 for now, and then proceed with part 2 for the next podcast. So I hope you guys did get some valuable information from this, some aha moments. I hope that when it comes to operating costs, that, it was something that maybe a lot of you guys just didn't know to think about and sit back and say, wow, I just thought that I started a lash business and I just lash. You're never going to survive that way. I started my business about 22 years ago and thought that, okay, as a makeup artist, and that's what I started as a makeup artist, I'll just do makeup. And I just took the money and, filed my taxes every year, but I didn't know how to actually run my business. And I believe that I would be in a better position financially had I known this 22 years ago. But, it is what it is. My testimony is, from my, poor decision making in the past can now help someone now, help you guys. So again, I just hope that there was some value that I was able to give to you guys today. And I would just love it if, you guys would leave a comment with your thoughts, and I'll share it on my next episode. So, you can leave your social handle, you can leave your name, whichever way, I will be glad to share that and, just see what you guys think. And by the way, don't be stingy. Spread the knowledge and send this podcast to your lash bestie or besties so they can be part of the conversation as well. And they can also get some value and add it to their business. And don't forget, you can take me on the road with you. You can listen to me while you're lashing your clients, while you're setting up for the day, while you're breaking down at the end of your day, or your walks, on your runs, while you're exercising, while you're in the car, because I don't know where you're listening to this at. So you can find me, Lash Biz 101, of course, on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many other podcast platforms. Okay. Also, please don't forget, follow me on at Lash Biz 101 everywhere. That's TikTok, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, YouTube. And if you would like to be a guest on my show or have business show topics you would like to discuss, please email me at thelashbiz101@gmail.com, and I will speak on it. I'll do some research on it, and I will be as truthful and knowledgeable as I possibly can to give you, again, more value. Of course, I'm always going to say the word value because that's what podcasts are all about, right? Also, I want to let you guys know that because you've listened to this all the way through, I have a free gift for you. I have a free ebook that I created. It is called Mastering Lash Isolation. It's to help those that are having issues or still struggling with isolating properly, which leads to long time retention. We know this. And I have some great tips, some great knowledge, and great product recommendations for you gaining proper lash isolation, to help you lash a little faster, be more confident in your lashing, and to produce
prettier lash sets. So click the link in the show notes to get your free copy. Now I do want to say that this will not be free for long because I've added so much valuable information. It's not one of those ebooks where it's like 1 or 2 pages. No, this is a book. You hear me? A book. So it's not going to be free for long. And so while you're listening to the show, go ahead and download it. And let's just say if you're not able to download it anymore at this point of listening to the show, well, I am so sorry, but please continue to listen to future podcasts to be able to get in on all of the free products that I will be having in the future. And with that said, anytime you get that notification that I have uploaded a new podcast, listen in so that way you can get those free items, okay? And that's it. So this feels so good to be back on air and to be doing a podcast again. So guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here, and until next time, bye.